We will hear from Jeff Sessions. And Ellen, his name came up several times on Thursday when James Comey was giving testimony to this very same committee. What questions do we expect Sessions to face today?
Well, Heather, we can expect a grilling for Jeff Sessions on Capitol Hill this afternoon. And if you think about it, he's really in the middle of two of the most problematic issues the White House is dealing with. As you mentioned, the aftermath of James Comey's firing, as well as the investigation into possible collusion between the Trump campaign and Russia. Now, on that front, one question that Sessions will almost certainly face is whether he had a third undisclosed meeting with the Russian ambassador leading up to the 2016 election. And if you think back to Sessions' confirmation hearings earlier this year, during those hearings, he said he didn't have any contacts with Russian officials during the campaign. It was later revealed in the media that, in fact, he had two meetings with the Russian ambassador leading up to the election. Now, Sessions, in his defense, said that that was in his role as a senator, not to do with the campaign, but certainly it caused him a lot of problems, and he had to recuse himself from the Russia investigation. So certainly a lot of pressure to find out whether there was this third meeting. Now, the other big topic here, of course, is the aftermath of the firing of James Comey. And thinking back to Comey's testimony last week, Comey basically said Sessions wasn't doing a good enough job in terms of shielding him and the FBI from President Trump. You think about that story where Comey says that Sessions left the room, allowing Trump to talk to Comey privately. So he'll have to answer about that as well. But Sessions has said it's important for him to come out to do this publicly, Heather, and share his side of the story.
Ellen, there is another former FBI director who now heads the Russia investigation, and that's Robert Mueller. And one of the other things that I would imagine we'd expect to hear in questions today are about all the talk now on Capitol Hill and at the White House. Is Donald Trump going to fire Robert Mueller next?
Well, possibly. I mean, this is a story that's been building over the last few days. We've been hearing growing criticism from some prominent Trump supporters, people like Newt Gingrich, Rush Limbaugh, for example, basically saying that Robert Mueller won't be fair in his investigation, pointing out in part that he's friends with James Comey, and arguing that Trump should fire him. Now, this all came to a head last night when a friend of Donald Trump's gave a TV interview, and have a listen to what he had to say.
I think he's considering perhaps terminating the special counsel. I think he's weighing that option. I think it's pretty clear by what one of his lawyers said on television recently.
Now, almost immediately, Heather, there was a lot of backlash, a lot of strong reaction to this interview. And the White House, for its part, is seemingly trying to downplay it, probably not least because if Trump did fire Robert Mueller, yet another man leading an investigation into possible ties between the campaign and Russia, there would be a lot of questions about whether he was trying to derail that investigation.
Ellen, thank you very much.